Warning! The following audio may contain coarse language and other material that may not be suitable for a younger audience. Listener discretion is advised. Also, we may spoil everything and anything, so you have been warned. Added notification, just so you guys don't get completely confused as to what is going on. This podcast that you are about to listen to was originally recorded to be episode 5. We recorded it at the very end of November, and it was supposed to go out about 2 weeks before Christmas. Around Christmas was when the Christmas episode was supposed to go out, but due to some hiccups in scheduling and timing, the episode wasn't able to be edited in time, and then when Christmas came around, we decided it was better to put up the Christmas episode, and then 2 weeks after that, when it was January, we were like, well, we need an episode on the season chart, so we did that. So this episode is a long time coming, but there are a bunch of references to things that we were doing back in November, as well as constantly mentioning that this is episode 5, when it is, in fact, now episode 7. So that's our problem, but just letting you know beforehand so you don't get confused. But besides that, we hope you enjoy this episode, and yeah, have fun. Cue the opening song.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of PodTaku. With me I have Holden from HoldenReviews.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Gigguk from the Anime Zone.
Sup guys?
And
Tristan. I believe the name is
Arkada.
Arkada from Glass Reflection.
Multi-Traku Driftfu!
Yo, fucking Sony Music Japan is gonna be on our ass, so fucking don't even do that, Tristan.
Oh my god, this video is gonna
Don't tempt them!
And welcome to episode 5 of PodTaku.
Stop it! Fucking...
welcome to
God
episode 5.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
So to explain that joke,
Yeah.
A long 2 weeks.
to explain that joke, there is a song.
It was a song, but what sparked it was the Steins movie has the deja vu in the name, and that sparked my memory of multi-track drifting, which is 2 trains on a train set drifting, with the song from Initial D, Deja Vu, performed by an Englishman.
And I think
And
we'll
it's
put a
good.
link for that in the description
Go
so
watch it.
people can
Yeah,
see
we'll put
it.
a link for. We'll put a link for it.
Don't make promises that we can't fulfill, Jeanne! Don't make promises we can't fulfill.
I can totally fulfill this promise. This is the new unofficial theme song to PodTaku.
Do you know what they've been wanting for the
What?
longest time that we have not been giving the fans?
What?
A list of shows in the description with proper, spelling.
Well, guess
'Cause I
what,
said-
Holden?
I said Razafon.
Now people
and,
know that
literally-
this is going to be recorded
I
behind
know.
because
So that's
I already
why
made a list for episode 4, the episode that hasn't been released yet, and
Oh,
it's going
that's
to be
great.
released with everything else.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, well done, Holden. Well done. Well fucking done.
Fucking did it! Woo!
Bravo! Now you've broken the illusion.
You're welcome, everyone. I just saved you. See, I'm in the future right now, and you're watching this in the future, but I'm doing this in the past, so I just saved you.
We sent
So,
a fucking D-mail.
El Pasai Kangaroo, bitches. I just saved you. I fucking just leaped through time, bitch.
Christina!
Get on my level. D-mail. Oh, Christina. What? Okay, so...
Okay, well, since this is actually the most random start to any podcast we've done ever...
Well, considering this is only episode 5, it's probably going to get a lot worse.
Yeah, it might get a lot worse.
Yes.
And there's no guarantee, but if I was to assume, I'd say it was. But what were you saying, Garnt, before I cut you off because I'm a bitch? What?
Yes, well, I was going to ask, since it's an anime podcast, have you guys been watching anything? Or shall we just rename this...
I read
Or
manga.
shall we just rename this podcast Stupid Shit That No One Really Listens to podcast?
Well, no, people actually listen to this, which thank you to all your viewers out there who are listening to this. I would like to thoroughly put out my condolences and thank you for watching.
All right,
our
Holden,
podcast
shut
or
up.
listening to it,
Jeanne,
making
you're
part of
ruining
your
it.
daily routine.
No, he sounds too sincere, too fake.
And so, but have any of us been watching anime? I think that's the best question to ask right now. So let's go around, starting with Tristan.
No.
Okay, well, let's go right up to this, last place. Jeanne.
Yes, I have.
Oh, wow, what was that?
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
since I got my interwebs back, I am caught up
Okay.
to Sword Art Online.
And how is that fucking going for you?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I am
I'm
11
not
episodes
liking it.
behind. I vote we do not talk about SAO.
Fine.
Well, no. Here's what I'm gonna say, Jeanne. If you had to describe your reactions and emotions, describe them now.
Boring.
Okay, there we go. We're done.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
for. I was looking for confirmation that it is not.
Or you can look
Yeah.
at my reaction, which I did.
It's
Yeah.
on the internet that he posted up 3 weeks ago because we're recording this totally the day before you're hearing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Garin, when is your Naruto chapter 610 coming out? review?
Very, very soon, I think. It's going to be the most epic chapter review ever.
Yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. Yeah. My review of it was way too short. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
See now that you said that, everyone's
Best
going to know
chapter
when
ever.
this was recorded. There's
You're breaking the illusion, Holden. This is the problem we have when we record things like week in advance.
Yeah, I know. Chapter
Yeah.
610 of Naruto.
The illusion's broken.
I'm breaking the illusion. Well, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, everyone, or Happy Holidays from PodTaku.
Have a happy holiday.
yeah, Merry Christmas. This is our Christmas special recorded in not Christmas.
And not Christmas. It's not even December. If we're lucky, we'll have an actual Christmas.
This is our Christmas special. No, it's December,
No, it's not December yet.
isn't it?
Did everybody
Wait.
have a good Thanksgiving 3 weeks ago?
Is it? Wait,
It is. Look at a freaking
December.
calendar time.
what is it? What time is it in the future? Wait, oh shit! Did the world end yet?
That's actually a very legit question. Comment if the world did end.
Yeah, commented if the world ended because. Wait,
Yeah, that won't work.
shit, they can't. Fuck. Okay, well.
Actually, the world won't have ended yet by the time this is released.
Okay, thank God. Well, comment if the world will end, because I'll send me a PM so I know. But so Jeanne, have you been watching anything besides SAO with your newfound interwebs?
Yeah. Also, what's currently airing is called Say I Love You. And I don't know if anybody really knows about it
Wow,
because it
you,
wasn't talked about a whole lot.
Going through menopause.
What?
I'm gonna go and not say those words.
Okay. Well, it's good, but I don't think you guys would like it, or anybody
Why?
that's not really
Is it too
into
much
romance.
estrogen for us?
What?
Is it too much estrogen for us?
Yeah, I think so. Because it definitely got me squealing. So I don't know how you guys would feel if you saw it, but it's on episode 8 right now, and I watched like all 8 yesterday, and I was really sad when I couldn't
Didn't
watch.
you wait? Jeanne, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you watch the one series that starts with an S? It's like Chifuryu?
Chihayafuru. Yes, I did, and it
Yes.
was amazing. And season 2 is coming out. It's going to be airing in January, and it's going to be amazing. And I think everybody should watch Chihayafuru because even though it's Josei, it is really good.
Okay, see, but the thing is like when I look at Josei, I think of this like boiling pot of estrogen where like
Yeah.
men are holding hands. And like that doesn't sound that appealing to me. But if you like it, like I definitely see the appeal of it. Like when I watched part of Nana, like I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
But like I think that there's this balance where I think I like dark Joseis because I think that they do a really good job. But I feel
Yeah.
like stuff that's like really like romance based
Hardcore.
is like it's like kind of the equivalent of like watching a harem backwards.
All right. I see where you're getting because Nana was
Yeah,
it was kind of music based. They based a lot of the story around the rock band and whatnot, so its girly elements didn't really shine. But Chihayafuru,
I wouldn't say it's.
sorry, what was that, Garn?
I wouldn't say it's music based. It's just that because it's around a band,
Right.
there was more than just like men holding hands and all that shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I guess it's about like building up the the band, like building up the band. It's not really music related. It's like behind the scenes stuff, I guess, but like, you know, it's not all based around the romance, but Chihayafuru is kind of like that. It's more based around the card game Kurata.
Are there motorcycles involved?
I don't know. There's actually not a lot of romance in it. They just have like the little highlights of it, you know, with like the blushing scenes or like the eyes dazzling kind of thing. But
Q Ken Akamatsu.
Right. There's just nothing too heart-throbbing.
Yes, because Ken Akamatsu is totally Josei. He's the most Josei person you can get.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, no. You know what I'm getting at. All right.
Well, I would compare.
But yes, Ken Akamatsu is the king of panty shots.
I would compare Chihayafuru to Nana, actually.
Careful with that, because I rate Nana. Yeah, I rate Nana quite highly. So careful what you say about Nana there. And comparing stuff to it.
Dun dun da.
I still do compare it. Season 1, I still compare. So why don't we challenge that, and why don't you watch Chihayafuru? It's on Crunchyroll, and see what you think.
Or how about we not?
No,
Yes.
really.
I honestly probably will, because I like watching really bad shows that I think I'll dislike. Because when I watch a show that I think I'll dislike, it can only get better.
This is true.
Because if I end up disliking it, I'm like, fucking called it. But
No, yeah, I get that feeling.
Like,
but with Chihayafuru, I'll probably end up watching it as well, because ever since I introduced my girlfriend to anime, she's gone off and watched a bunch of shows that I haven't seen yet, and Chihayafuru's one of them, and she says that I would probably like it.
Oh, there you go, Tristan.
Fucking got a girlfriend.
There you go. You're on the dark side.
oh my
Guess
god,
what?
Tristan. Get some
Welcome to the dark
hormones
side.
and do what I do and watch some fucking Black Lagoon.
Dude, I watched Black Lagoon before you were born.
Wait. I was born in 2011 because that's when my YouTube channel was made, and before that I didn't exist. So actually, you did. Holy shit!
Take that. Yeah, huh?
Wow.
Well, born to YouTube.
That's amazing, OG-san.
Well, has anybody else been watching anything?
I have read manga that doesn't, because I was on a train.
Was it a crazy train?
And because I just got back from my hometown.
Miracle Train!
Miracle Train! Oh my god. It was okay, so I was on the Flying Pussyfoot and I was reading my written anime called Manga. Yeah, it's this crazy shit that you read backwards. They really messed it up. But so I was reading this series called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I read the first 5 volumes, which is the equivalent of like part 1. And like, it's so 80s, it's kind of scary. Like, at one point, the main character, Joseph, he just gains like powers because he reads books and stuff.
Knowledge is power.
To be fair, as a kid who was born in the 90s, how do you know what the 80s were
Well,
like?
no, it's like, he doesn't actually read books, but like, he finds like, he just learns stuff randomly from like random strangers and stuff. But the whole thing feels like Fist of the North Stars, like that's what I'm getting at. Like, the whole thing, it came like 6 years after, so there's definitely, like, it's definitely could have been an influence. But the whole series just felt like it was like this hyper-violent, wasn't hyper-violent, but it was violent shonen that was based around like gaining powers and pulling them out of your ass to kick ass.
I'm thinking of FLCL right now.
Very similar, like gaining powers wise. Like, it was pretty good though. I'll probably keep reading it considering it's been going on for like 20 years now. It's got on like volume 104 right now. But reading manga made me realize that I really miss color.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know what it was. It was something about, like, if you look black and white long enough, anime just looks really good. But I do like reading manga. It's just, like, the acquisition of it, I don't like anymore.
There's one type of manga that I really like reading just because of the way it's set, and that's shonen manga. Because with shonen manga,
Yes.
they animate.
There's no filler.
It's like fucking never fucking ending, you know. And I don't have time to sit through 100 episodes of shonen manga. I mean, shonen anime episodes. With manga, you can plow through it like, fucking cookies or something like that.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, because a single book takes like 20 minutes. Well, that's my reading.
You're fucking fast, dude.
Anyway.
Although, it depends on the series, too. Like, the later volumes of Death Note take forever to read, because it was literally just text. But...
Yeah, I could see
But, like, I don't know. I'm definitely appreciating manga more, since I'm a film major. I look at it as, like storyboards. And so, I do...
Because that's kind of what they are, in regards to the anime anyway.
No, that's exactly right. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't get why anime adaptations are not more like their counterparts more often. Which was really odd. But other than that, I haven't been doing much. I read, like, the 1980s, that, and I read, like, fucking Oh My Goddess, which is also really old. So, not much on the terms of watching anime. I've more or less just been reading manga. But that's about it. So, Garant, how about you? Have you watched anything?
Fuck no, because I am a shit anime watcher.
Except Sword Art Online.
Except Sword Art Online, just so I can make a troll reaction video out of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But we don't want to discuss that, so let's move on to Tristan.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so I guess a good starting question would be like, what have you guys thought about this season as a whole? Since it's coming to a close now.
Which is hilarious considering I'm still haven't seen like the majority of stuff from the season.
Like, that's the thing. Like, nothing really stood out to me this season. There was really...
Are you talking about the summer season?
The winter.
Well, this is fall.
Fall. You're right. Yeah, we're entering the winter. But like, the only things that really stuck out to me were like...
Well, we're not really at the end. It doesn't end until the beginning of January. We still got like a month and 2 weeks.
Well,
so I realized
we're about halfway through, but a lot of the series are like halfway through now.
Halfway through.
They're like coming to a close. Like, well, no, they're getting to the point where they're trying to establish a climax.
Right.
Or if they're 22 episodes, they're trying to establish like a long-term narrative. Because they realize that they're running out of time to establish.
Basically, you should have established by now if you're going to keep watching it to its full term or not.
Correct. Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Like,
sorry.
I don't know. Like, no, that was very true, Jeanne. Like, I feel like right now, the only things that I really want to watch are Psychopaths, Robotics Notes, and like Sword Art Online, just so I can review it.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the fall season is good compared to the summer season. The summer season wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
What came out in the summer season? I can't even remember. I watched most of it, but I can't even remember. They're just like...
Let me look again. Like, the summer season of 2012. It was...
Kokoro Connect.
Tari, Kokoro Connect.
Tari, Bimbo Gamiga.
Yep.
Crap.
Natsuki Rendezvous.
Yes, yeah. Which was god-awful.
Yeah.
But like, not nothing...
How did we not remember? We all like went through the whole chart together.
Yeah, we did this.
I'm thinking of the ones that I watched.
There was not like that many. Like, I think that's the thing. Like,
and the one that we were like opt most for is not turning out as good as we thought it would be. So
was Sword Art Online?
Yeah, because that started in the summer.
Well, okay. To be fair, that was seriously the only thing from that season that's still, like, looking back at it...
It's still going.
Like, it's still the only one that I was like, that I still am like, yeah, it's probably like the best of the season. Next to, like, Moyashimon Returns, I have no idea, but Moyashimon the original was really interesting.
Yeah, that's the one I remember you talking so high of. That was really
And it was really interesting, because it was like, he could see parasites, but like, I
bacteria,
don't know.
the bacteria one, that was it, right? Yeah.
I really need something to revigorate my child love of anime, I guess you could say. Like, it's been a long time since I've watched something that I've been like, dude, fucking when's the next episode coming out? Like, for a while, Sword Art Online did it for me. But then it just sort of... I started to realize its game.
I think if you were to watch Chihayafuru, it would be like the Anonatsu de Matteru to you, Holden.
Oh, man. Anonatsu Matteru was really good to me. that series.
Yeah, I know you liked it.
That series I really liked because it was the only slice of life that like has resolution on episode 9.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
And the remaining 3 episodes are just a complete like utter new idea that's never in a slice of life, which I really liked. That's
I thought it had like it was a good ending. I feel like
I liked
recently,
how solid that series is. Really solid. Like,
yeah,
I get why people wouldn't like it. Like, definitely, because it is fairly slow. But
well, I thought of it as average, but
yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, there was something about it that I thought was like really good, or not really good, but good in comparison to like a lot of the stuff or slice of life at the time that I was watching. Because slice of life is just a really hard thing to pull off. Like, I gave it like a 7.58. And that was strictly for enjoyment. Like, it was a really enjoyable show. Like, animation wasn't that amazing. It was pretty good. Like, it was like a 6.8. Like, soundtrack was pretty good. The characters were probably the best part.
Maybe because it's just like it's short and it's sweet.
Yes,
and
like they didn't have time to fuck it up. Like,
yeah, definitely. They kind of
like,
just
Sword
were
Art
right
Online.
to
Like,
the point within
think
like
about
the
this,
first
like-
or second episode.
Okay, like Garen, like, so listen, hear me out on this one, Garen. Like, what would you think of Sword Art Online if they like halved it?
If they cut out like 8 episodes, what would you think of Sword Art Online?
It would be a lot better than it is now. Let's just say that.
I think
it'd be good.
If it, without trying to spoil, if it ended halfway, similarly to something like Death Note, it would be a lot better. But I think the main flaw with Sword Art Online, is that it takes itself just way too fucking seriously. Like, I was thinking this, if Sword Art Online had more of, like, if the creators went into it thinking it should be more like a High School of the Dead rather than this epic drama, romance, action, everything in one go, I think it would be better off if they just had fun with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like High School of the Dead, like we agree, like it's a really fun series to watch.
Yeah.
Because it's aware of what it is. Like, it's not trying.
It knows it's just a one big fan service romp with physic boobs.
But
and
like,
so forth.
it didn't deny the fact though. It wasn't trying to be like, yo, watch this for a compelling story about the human struggle over the undead. It was like, motherfucking titties! Like, I just liked how it didn't lie to me. Where Sword Art Online lies to me.
So what if the only genre for Sword Art Online was a shonen?
I think I would honestly like it more.
It would be a lot better.
Yeah, it would be better.
Right.
Because the romance in Sword Art Online has
put it like that.
gone so far off the deep end. I can't even fucking see it.
It's so tangent.
I wish we could talk about 21 so bad.
No.
Tristan, I hate you for it. I hate you.
You know what?
I resent you.
Screw you.
Leave the podcast, go watch it, then come back, and we'll talk about Sword Art Online episode 21.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to do nothing to spite you.
Man.
I'm just going to sit here and do nothing.
Well, sorry, Gigguk, were you talking before I cut you?
Yes, but no.
Okay,
Not
well,
really.
finish what you were saying.
No, I completely forgot my train of thought now, thanks to you.
Bravo, Jeanne.
Thank you.
Bravo.
You just destroyed the best reviewer. God damn it.
Aw.
Actually, you didn't destroy me, so.
So
you destroyed
anyway.
the best, but
We should change topics.
okay, what do you got in my mind, Ben?
Here's what I got in mind, Holden. I'm guessing that this might send you on a rant, or you'll just be silent and just
Accept
Not
it.
yell.
find another topic.
And not yell.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
What are your thoughts, Holden, on anime fans when it comes to fanboys versus elitists? Where do you
Oh.
stand?
I
And
see
your
what you
thoughts.
did there. You took my tweet. Oh, very good.
Oh wait, you tweeted
Yes.
about it?
No joke. If you look at my Twitter feed, I literally posted, quote, I would rather watch a fanboys reviews than an elitist reviews.
Oh, I never saw that.
No, see, okay, well then this is all new to you. Like, let me
Sure.
explain why that is.
Okay.
Like, I definitely feel like there's merit in being an elitist. Like, I feel like a lot of elitists, like, are elitists for a reason. Like, they've seen a lot. Like, they're not just elitists because they've watched, like, 5 series. They've seen a lot. I do feel like elitists are very critical whenever a series is lacking something that they think it should have. So I feel like they're too quick to dictate what they believe a series should be, rather than accepting a series for what it is. So if you found someone who didn't like, let's give me a series really quick. Guilty Crown.
Yeah, sure.
I could see why you wouldn't like that, but I could see someone who's an elitist going crazy over it. Like, they would hate it, like, to no end. And, like, I'm really content with Guilty Crown. Like, it's really, everything about it is, like, not, well, okay, the animation soundtrack are really good, but everything else that's, like, written, like, that the writers were in charge of is, like, really bad. And so, like, from my scale, since I've got a formula, it got like a 6.8 or something. Like, I don't know the exact score. You'll have to watch the review whenever it comes out. But like, so I'm more optimistic. I would say if I considered myself an elitist, which I think some people do think I'm an elitist, and I think I'm kind of an elitist even
At times.
I think I'm the Holden encyclopedia. Like,
yeah, when you turn out so like statistical, it's just bad.
But like, I feel like I'm more optimistic than people who are really cynical over like every little thing about an anime. I think it's better to be optimistic and say the good things about it and the bad. No, I'm not saying just say the good. I'm not saying what's bad about a series is very important, and like, people will definitely respect you for it if you can say what's bad about a series and you have the guts to do it. Like, if there's a legitimate problem with something, you should probably notify it in a review, which is what we all do. And like, so I would never leave out a key element in a review that was like bad. Like, if I did a Mirai Nikki review, I wouldn't leave out the fact that it like degenerated. Like, it could have been so good, but then it just sort of dwindled on a thread and did nothing with it.
You shouldn't like say all the bad things about an anime, and if there's something that is good about it, you shouldn't leave contradictions out of an anime review, I feel like. Because Guilty Crown might have not been the best, and I know I've joked about it, like it being shit, but...
It's shit!
Yes, it's
Objection!
shit. Yes, but see, you don't see me chanting it out to the world, and you do have to tell everybody about its merits if you want to talk about its bad moments.
Like, yes, definitely. Because, like, I think that, okay, this is just me. I like to reserve, whenever I'm really pissed about an anime, for a really bad anime. Like, you'll never see me give something a 1 on Mal. And if I do, you should probably stay away from it. Because it's probably really bad. But,
and if
like,
you started to watch it, just drop it and don't bother.
But, like, I think it's the whole concept of, like, fanboys are, like, okay, so to switch gears from cynical elitists to fanboys, fanboys make stuff and talk about things with passion. It's not really knowledge, it's more like raw passion. Like, if you talk...
Sometimes it's more than passion, too, because I see more fanboys like the over-obsessive fanboys. The fanboys that will say, Naruto is the best anime ever, regardless of whatever you say.
It's blind passion. It's blind love.
Yeah, it's blind. You're blind to love.
Definitely. It's definitely, like, blind passion.
Well, okay, if you're going to talk about fanboys with passion, okay, it's not going to be someone like Naruto. It's going to be something like Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann had so much passion going into it from the makers and the fans. It has a hell of a lot of flaws. But you know what?
It is, yes.
I don't give a shit.
I
don't give a shit. And I am passionate about Gurren Lagann because it made me passionate, if you know what I mean. I'm a fanboy of Gurren Lagann, but I can still see its flaws. I just don't care.
No, like, I liked Gurren Lagann a lot when I was watching it. And I really liked it. But there's always a part of me that if something's really popular, I feel like I have to hate it because it's popular, and I have to hate it because it's popular.
You're an elitist prick.
And so, yeah, like an elitist prick. Which I think we all do that, though. Like,
with certain animes, like all of you three with Sakamichi no Poland, and me on the other side being a fangirl. So I feel like everybody can be an elitist with some things, and
I think it's like, I don't like series that are popular if I haven't seen them, because I go into it and I have these preconceived notions, even if they're subconscious, where it's like, you know, this has been talked about a lot, like, it has untold expectations. Like, for example, the reason I'm staying away from Madoka is that it has extreme expectations I have for it. Like, I saw the 2 movies, like, in theaters, in downtown Chicago at the Music Box Theater. But, like, to watch this series and, like, know the ending, I'm very scared, because there's definitely things where if you let the hype get to you, you end up just being disappointed. Like, can you guys think of examples where this has happened to you?
Where what? Someone's hyped something so much, and then when you watch it, you're just like, eh.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I know it's happened, but now that you've actually put me on the spot, give me a minute. I know it's happened, though.
I actually know it's happened to me as well. I know it's happened to everyone who's had hype going into something.
Yes.
But I probably need to go in my mouth or something.
I had it with a.
I
know I had it with a
Japanese
drama for sure.
I know what it is. I know what mine is. For one of them for sure.
What?
Clannad. I went into Clannad knowing it was, quote, the only anime that's ever made me cry. And because of that, I went into it as a brick. Like, I went into it and I was like, nothing is going to touch my heart.
You bastard.
And I went into it and everything happened, and then there's the ultimate...
You black-hearted bastard.
And I went into it, and then I went into it without this heart. I went in with this brick and then, like, mounted in my chest. And so they were trying to tug at my brick, and I was like, bitch, try. And I was like, I win. It's not good. But, like, it's, like, okay. I get why people like it, but that's actually a perfect example of blind passion, actually, as well as that, yeah. Like, Clannad, because of After Story, people think of Clannad with just blind passion. Like, I met so many people that say Clannad After Story is their favorite anime ever.
Well, shit. Because you're talking to one of those people.
Oh my god. Wait.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm on the Holden side here. Just I've only seen, like, I haven't gone to After Story, which is apparently where the amazing stuff happens.
See, but this is where the story, I think,
Jeanne,
story becomes...
Jeanne, I can defend this on my own.
Well, I will be talking after you. Let Tristan talk, then I'll talk. Go, Tristan.
Bring it. Okay, come on. 1v1. Step in the octagon, Tristan.
Come at me, bro.
Back.
Come at me.
After Story and Clannad, the series as a whole, is my favorite anime because of its roller coaster ride of emotion. I've watched it, and I recently rewatched it. In fact, I just finished rewatching After Story tonight. Okay. And I can sit here and I can list off faults.
Oh, please, allow me to help with that.
Of the show. They're all spoilers, so I'm not going to do it. But I can. That doesn't stop me from liking it and saying it's my favorite. Objectively, I know it's not the greatest anime ever or anything, and I don't force it on anyone. But personally, to me, it is my favorite.
It's shit.
Well, Tristan, were you expecting that to happen? Like, did you watch Clannad because people were telling you about it, or were you...
No, I watched Clannad when it came out.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that's totally different.
I want to make this valid.
That's the exact thing we're talking about, actually. That works perfectly.
Okay, but I had to come in and defend this.
Well,
allow me to tear it down.
No. Because here's the thing. You, Holden, and Garnt had expectations of it. However... Tristan watched it when it first aired, so he, I'm sure he didn't know anything about it besides maybe reading forums, right, Tristan, about what other people were thinking about it?
No, I didn't even read forums.
Okay, so you just went on it.
I didn't even read forums. I watched that show blind.
Me as well. Clannad was the anime that got me to where I am today.
So not very far,
if I did not watch Clannad on Netflix, I would not be the anime lover that I am today.
Okay.
And it's because I had... no expectations. I was blind to it. So I went in not knowing what Clannad was.
Okay, so...
And it came out being amazing.
Okay,
And I agree with Tristan how it's just like an emotional roller coaster.
No, but see, that's the
where
thing.
It brings you everywhere.
It's like...
So expectations does affect.
It does definitely play a factor. Now I have more of a reason to hate it because I know you like it.
Wow.
But so the whole thing about it is I dislike greatly the transition from Clannad to After Story. It is one of, if not the worst transition, right up there with Code Geass and Lelouch having amnesia.
How so? It didn't. It's like it never even stopped.
It throws everyone out the fucking window. Where the fuck is Katomi and Kyo and Tomoya and fucking the Fujibashi
You know this
twins?
is based off a visual novel where
There's one problem I had while watching the original Clannad. It literally felt like I was playing a visual novel. Everything down to the...
Well, that's because it was based off a visual novel.
But there are
that's the
plenty
problem.
of shows out there that are based on visual novels that didn't feel like I was literally clicking along, going on the dialogue, and the music as well. Everything felt like I was playing a visual novel. That was my big problem with Clannad.
But here's the thing. Like Tristan said earlier, there are flaws to it, but it's just everything else overrides it. And I feel like
to some
that
people,
is more of a problem with fanboys or fangirls talking about how awesome one anime is, because it gives you guys expectations for you to be like a fanboy as well, for you to transition into one as soon as you watch it.
Correct.
So fanboys and fangirls also have a bad position as well as elitists, because they give you guys
Well, yes. They've adverse effects is what you're saying.
Yes.
They've adverse effects. Without knowing it, they're actually doing something that is actually hurting their series that they're so passionate about.
So it hurts both of them.
Okay, I totally agree.
So
no,
both
I
of
agree
them
with that too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
hurt the anime community in a way. And I wish...
That reminds me of when Death Note came out, actually.
Actually,
when I watched Death Note when it came out in Japan, so that was another show I watched blind. And then as soon as it got dubbed, I was in high school, and everybody in high school started talking about Death Note like it was the greatest thing to ever grace this earth.
At the time, to be fair, it pretty much was. I remember Death Note distinctly for being literally one of the most talked about anime I've ever heard of. It's still probably the most popular anime, on Mal, even, I think it is. It's, still number one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought Gintamo's number one.
Oh, no, that's rating-wise. I'm saying popularity, as seen by most people.
All right.
I think it's number one. Which is crazy.
Top anime.
It is. Okay, yeah. Number
Where
one is Death Note, and then number two is
most popular.
Bleach.
Yeah,
and then
it's
Code
true.
Geass.
Death Note is the most popular. Death Note is the most watched anime on Mal.
It's got a lead over Bleach by 50,000 members, which is a lot on Mal.
Wow.
Which is a lead over Code Geass Season 1, which is a lead over Naruto, which is a lead over Full Metal, which is a lead over Elfen Lied.
Yes. But, okay, if you look at this list, Tristan, all of these series, I had pre-expectations about.
Yeah, that doesn't...
I'm scrolling down it, and I'm okay, for instance, the only show that I went into totally blind was Code Geass, which I am so fucking thankful that I went into it without knowing anything about it.
Well, the problem with this is that because these shows have been out for so long, the hype and the fans just get into it, and then that's all you hear about. The reason why you can't go into Death Note blind is because too many people have talked about it. Same thing with Bleach. It's been around for too long. Naruto's been around too long.
Elfen Lied is number 6. That show is talked about and held in such high regard for no fucking reason. I don't get it.
No. The reason why it's held in so high regard is because when you watch things like Naruto, and if you watch everything else on this list, and then you watch Elfen Lied, the sudden jump in gore, you watch that and you get, oh my god, this is suddenly a serious adult anime. I love this.
And then it turns around.
Even if the story is bad, which it is, it's absolute shite. But it's just I will argue that the first half
it's shit.
It is.
It's shit.
The story of Elfen Lied is
no,
so
really
bad. Anyway, but that first half of the first episode of Elfen Lied is so addicting and so
the first
effective.
9 minutes and 50 seconds.
It is so effective.
Yes.
That is why people love it so much. Even if the rest of the show was crap, it's those first moments that everybody remembers.
okay, see, I get what you're saying, because I think, to me, my Elfen Lied is Gantz. Gantz was my violent adult, like, this is exactly what I was looking for kind of anime. Like, I went into Gantz, and Gantz just was like everything I didn't think it was gonna be. It was like this sex, violence, and like, that's all it was. And I thought it was like the coolest thing, because it was so edgy, is what I thought it was at the time. But like, okay, so when you talk about like popularity and expectations, there's this kind of concept which I've been thinking of since we've been talking about it. If someone was to go into a series that has a lot of positive acclaim, like for instance, Baccano and Cowboy Bebop and Code Geass, I think that like I almost feel sorry for the people who have fallen victim to that hype.
No, I would agree, because I've met people.
We talk about it so fucking highly.
And I've met people who come to me and say, I can't believe you like Bebop. I just don't get it. I don't like the show at all. And I'm just looking at them and I was just like, I understand, because you had to go through all this hype and bullcrap. And you just, when you walk into a show like Bebop, for example, where most people would consider it arguably one of the greatest anime ever.
And now I'm more nervous to watch it.
I'm not saying it is. It's just arguably one of the best. If you walk in with that expectation, it's like you compare it to everything in existence. Nothing can hold up to that. Nothing.
You immediately start trying to critique it.
You immediately try to find the faults. You immediately try to prove them wrong.
Yes, like, that's exactly what I do with popular series. Like, I take it as a challenge. Like, I want to deconstruct this because I want to be right to prove them wrong.
Because I want to be in the minority.
It's like when I am forced to sit with my family and watch Twilight. When I am forced to sit and watch Twilight, I cannot look at anything except
because of all the fangirls.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Yes. It's a challenge. Like, that's what it was for me with Clannad. Clannad was my Twilight. It was like, it was so hyped, and people were like, the tears, man. The tears. And I was like,
oh shit,
bring that shit on and try to get to this brick, man. And like, so I went into it and I was like, dude, just think of all the fucking sad shit in your life and this won't mean anything. And so I think I went into it and I was like, fucking told you. So, like, I would totally blame, like, I admit Clannad's pretty good, and definitely an important part of, like, anime culture and stuff, and fandom in general, I mean.
Yeah.
But, like, I wouldn't say it's that good.
All right.
Like, I would say it's quality and really good. I would say, okay, that's right. I didn't enjoy it to its fullest extent due to the fanboys.
Yeah, but that doesn't... Like, okay, so basically what you're saying is you can look at it objectively and said, this is pretty good, but it's just not something that I personally enjoy.
Oh, yeah. It's got one of the highest scores on my Excel spreadsheet. Like, it's really good from a subjective point, but like
the fans have killed it.
But my enjoyment score is like the only thing holding it back. Because
the fans killed it.
Because the fans killed it. Yeah, it was like, because everyone was so... It's okay when people say something's their favorite anime. Like Garant says his favorite anime is BECK, you know? I don't give a shit about BECK, really.
Oh.
But you're allowed to...
Oh, shit just hit the fan.
Fuck Eureka 7, Holden. Fuck Eureka 7.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, seriously.
But no, it's like...
Holden, you're dead to me.
Grant, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
you know it. Yeah, as I say, you know exactly what I'm saying, because what I was getting at is that I knew that he knew my favorite, like one of my favorites of all time is Eureka 7. How a favorite is something that you like a lot, and even if you know that there's flaws in it, you like it. Like, you like Clannad a lot, and it's like your favorite, even though you know there's flaws in it.
Oh yeah, no, I know there is.
Wait,
there is so many in that show.
But it's like this unexplainable attraction to a series. Like, for me, Eureka 7 was like everything that I wanted in anime, in one anime. And so I really liked it. But like, there's a lot of things that factor into it. It's like your awareness of the series, your exposure, your previous exposure to other animes. Like, there's a lot of things that fall into making something like really personal for you.
But the thing about that is that you know there are flaws in that, but you just don't
No, you
care
don't.
there
Yeah.
are flaws in that. Because, you fully admit it.
It's like when you sit and you watch a show like Fate Zero. You can't you see the flaws, but you're just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, Fate Zero is one of, if not, probably is the hardest script I've ever had to write, because I remember watching it, and then the series ended, and I looked at my, like, notepad of, like, stuff I should have been writing and thoughts,
And it was
and
empty.
it literally was, this anime looks really good. And that was it.
Yeah, you can't really get into
And-
detail what you want to write.
It's like, anything that is able to absorb me that much into a series, I know I found something really special. Like, Fate Zero was that for me, and so Steins Gate was the same way, until, like, the later act, the third act of it. But, like, it's this thing where, usually your favorite series can have, like, some personal connection as to why you like it. Like, I could definitely think that there's probably a subconscious reason why I like Eureka 7, which is probably, like, I saw it in, like, 2005, or, like, I saw it in, like, 7th grade, so 2007 or something.
Yeah.
So, like, there's definitely, like, these things. Like, Gar, it wasn't yours because, like,
You were in a band.
Because
you were in a band.
Because I used to be in a band.
Yeah.
And a lot of the experience there just, like, mirrored the experiences I had with, when I was in a band, basically.
And so, like,
it's just like a personal attachment.
Yeah, it's this thing where there's certain animes that resonate with certain people at different levels because we feel like we are the main character, or rather, we project ourselves a lot easier on the main character. Like, Kiritsugu for most of Fate Zero was really hard to relate with because he's a disconnected psychopathic assassin. And so, like, relating to him was hard because that's all they portrayed him as. It didn't show his daughter and stuff and his wife and, like, Eerie and whatnot. But when it did, it sort of characterized him. Like, the most important episodes for him as a character were definitely
18,
those two,
19.
the flashbacks when he was on the island,
Yeah.
and the flashback of whenever he was being trained to be an assassin. Those are the most... Without that, I would not have cared about what happened to him in the slightest. Like, characterization is a huge thing. And, so fanboys can inadvertently make an anime spoil it for, not, like, actually spoil it, but, like, ruin the experience for others. And elitists kind of look on the negative side, usually, without regarding the good, with usually tossing aside the good in the series. That's my thoughts on the matter. Like, what do you guys have to say about it? Closing thoughts.
I think they're both equally bad. And
Yes.
though I think elitists, if everything you think is horrible, then I don't
probably
think
don't like
you should
anime.
continue to really watch something you gotta talk so lowly of. You
Yes.
know, you gotta talk about things that you like as well. You guys are gonna either talk about stuff you hate so much, and when you actually come across something you like, which we know you do like something because you're still watching anime, you're gonna end up being a fanboy. So you guys are the same. And I feel like if everybody just had an open mind, it'd be great. But, it's not ruining the community or anything.
No,
so.
it's not.
But
It's-
that's my thoughts on that.
Okay. How about you, Tristan?
Well, I
Got it, yeah.
Oh, okay, Tristan, go first.
My thing is, fanboys... Okay, because I always consider myself to be kind of a neutral person. I can be fanboyish over various things, and I can be elitist at the same time.
Clannad.
And
Yes.
this is probably true for a lot of people, but I like to try and find that middle ground that I wish a lot of people could find more. If you're a fanboy of something, that's great. You really are passionate about a show, that's cool. But just realize that not everybody will share your passion, and give those people a chance to experience the show or whatever you're a fanboy of. It doesn't even have to be an anime. It could be a book or music or whatever. But give everybody else a chance to experience it the same way you did. Because to give them expectations just taints it. And to elitists, get that stick out of your ass.
Please.
That's it.
But it feels so good, dude.
I know, but it's just I don't like really heavy elitists, the kind of people that just either hate everything or hate things that aren't a certain way, because not everything is the same, and I hope not everything ever becomes the same, because then we would have no variety, and that would be boring as all hell.
Yes.
I like variety. I like different things, and if you constantly say, no, all this is shit, all I want is this specific set of things, even if they gave it to you, you would still find a reason to hate it. Don't be that person. Don't be a dick.
Definitely.
Be more like
What do you
us.
think?
Be more like us.
Yeah.
Be more awesome.
Well, not like Holden as much.
No,
Well, yeah, be more like me than anyone else. But Garrett, what do you think?
well, I think everything has been said about fanboys that I wanted to be said. The thing I want to add on about elitists is that it's not just, I attribute like elitists to be like sort of like hipsters, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
They find most things shit, but when they say a series is good, you know, most of the time it's good just for them, and they don't realize that, you know, this is the greatest series in the world. No, the rest of the world doesn't understand its greatness, and it's just like, no, you don't understand that it might be good for you or might be critically acclaimed for you, but it might not appeal to everyone else.
The other thing I really hate,
And
the other thing I really hate is the backlash elitists, the ones that pick a certain series that just came out and it's just like, okay, I actually like this show, it's really, really good, and then you look at them again a year later because now it's been dubbed and it's came out and the fanboys have touched it and now they want absolutely nothing to do with it.
I kind of attribute those people to like the hipsters of the music industry, where like they've been following an underground band,
Yeah.
and then
And then it has a breakout album.
Yeah, they have a breakout album, and just like, well,
shit.
that album's shit now. Like, I've been following that band since they're underground. In fact,
They're
I've been
old.
following that band for so long, I don't like them anymore. They suck, and everything you like sucks as well. And that's pretty much why I hate elitists.
So basically, just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick, man.
Don't be a
That
dick,
is it.
Shinji.
So, Jeanne, why not?
Wheaton's Law
No.
applies to so many things.
Jeanne, why not?
Do we have enough time for one more topic, or?
No.
Well, no, Jeanne, why don't you take us out of this really quick, and we'll see what we can do later. We'll edit this part out, but just sign us all out, Jeanne. So, do the closing.
All right, and that concludes our podcast for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. And this is Jeanne, also known as xDisterbedJeans. And until next time, Holden.
Hey, guys, this is Holden, and until next time, sayonara. See you later.
And this is Gigguk.
Tristan.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, why the fuck does this always happen when I try to
Go
speak?
ahead.
You're such a bitch!
Giga, go nuts.
Oh, fuck.
And this has been
Garrett, go
this has
ahead.
been Arkada from Glass Reflections. And until next time, stay frosty, everyone.
And this is Gigguk from the Anime Zone. I can't remember what your outro, so whatever. Have fun.
It's see you next
And
next
I'll see you
time.
all next time.
Everyone, cut this abomination of
Bloody
a podcast.
hell.
Just fucking end it.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Toodaloo.
Adios, amigos.
That was a good fucking podcast, I think.